Okay, Ying, you're up.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Good?
Hello.
Yes.
Good.
All right,
Yes.
let's get started, shall we?
Okay.
The lecture was meant to start at 10.
The lecture was meant to start at 10.
A computer virus destroyed my files.
A computer virus destroyed my files.
Cellular engineering strategies are desirable.
Engineers are desirable.
Good. I still don't understand the sentence.
Sorry. I lose you. Sorry.
All right, that's okay. I'll say it again. I still don't understand the sentence.
I still don't understand the sentence.
Participants were not performing a purchase.
Participants were not performing a purchase.
Essays should be typed with double spaces on white paper.
Double spaces on white paper.
I didn't understand the author's point of view on immigration.
I didn't understand the author's point of view on immigration.
I missed yesterday's lecture. Could I borrow your notes?
I missed yesterday's lecture. Can I borrow your note?
I think the university's main campus is closed.
I think the university's main campus are closed.
I'll be in my office every day from 10 to 12.
I will be in my office from 10 to 12.
Dr. Green's office has been moved to the second floor of the building.
Dr. Professor's office has been moved to the second floor of the main building.
Nice. Don't forget to hand in your assignment by the end of next week.
Don't forget to hand in your assignment by the next week.
On behalf of our department, I would like to thank you for your participation.
On behalf of the department, I would like to thank you for your participation.
I've got a tutorial in an hour, but I've had no time to prepare for it.
I've got a tutorial in an hour, but I don't have time to prepare for it.
Our class is divided into two groups. Let me start again. Our class is
Okay.
divided into two groups. You come with me and the others stay here.
Our departments are divided into two groups. You come with me, the others are okay here.
Overcrowding and poor sanitation affected the daily lives of the majority of the population.
Something affects the daily lives of the population.
Nice. Studies suggest there may be a correlation between educational achievement and family size.
Affects the family size.
Yeah, good. And I'll try one more. The country suffered a series of invasions by present-day Germany and Denmark.
Germany and Denmark.
All right.
Sorry.
No need to be sorry. So, like I said, with this kind of thing, you don't need to worry. Everybody has a memory limit. Your memory limit is at the hard difficulty, very obviously. All right.
Yes.
Once we get to a certain point of complexity and length, that's when your memory starts to fail. And that's perfectly normal, right? I mean, it
Okay.
doesn't matter who it is, even with me, right? At some point, I'm going to forget. Okay. Yeah. So in your case, the fact that you're at hard, right, is actually pretty good, right? That will probably place your score in around the 70 to 75 mark, which isn't bad at all. Right. But your goal is to get at least half the sentence. So once we got to some of the more difficult ones in the hard difficulty, you were losing more than half the sentence at that point. Right.
Yes.
Because I saw you had the strategy where you're just repeating the last part of the sentence. Right.
Yes. Yes.
Which is completely fine as long as you get half.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of the minimum requirement. Okay. Although
Okay.
you did manage to do that very consistently all the way through to medium. So 65, no problems at all. Right. You're probably
Okay.
kind of in
That's
that
enough for me.
zone. Yeah. Right. That just to give you an idea, if you do decide to push towards the 79, you will need to kind of get a bit more consistent at the hard difficulty level. So up to about 14 words, roughly. That's what we're talking here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I will try my best.
But
Thank you.
overall, very, very good performance in terms of the fluency and rhythm, though. You managed to keep it kind of very consistent. Well done.
Okay. Thank you. I will try.
Yeah. All right. No worries. All right, Mandy. How are you today?
Yes. Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
That's the way. Let's get started. So your first sentence is talented people do special marketing.
Talented people do special marketing.
Good. A good academic paper should be clear.
A good academic paper should be clear.
The site is designed to be interactive.
The site is supposed to be interacted.
She had a great exhibition last year.
She has a great exhibition last year.
She has been in the library for a long time.
She has been in a library for a long time.
Student services provide help with housing and transport.
Sorry, I missed the last part.
All right, sorry.
Yeah.
Student services provide help with housing and transport.
Student housing provides and transport.
The application form is available in the office.
Your application form is available in the office.
Students must observe lab safety regulations at all times.
Students must observe regulation at all times.
Nice. The college welcomes people from all around the world.
The college welcomes people from all around the world.
Course registration is open until early March for new students.
Course registration is not available until early March for new students.
The maximum production of chocolate is in the US.
The maximum production of chocolate is in US.
This part of the story is the story of my father.
This part of the story is the story of my father.
Novelists have a major role to play in reflecting their time to their readers.
Novels have the part to play in reflect to their readers.
Nice. Our professor is hosting a business development conference next week.
Our professor is hosting business conference next week.
Please register your student email account at your earliest convenience.
Please register your student email account in your earliest convenience.
Physiology is the study of the internal and external structure of the body.
Physiology is study of the internal and external factor of the body.
Nice. This year, we are planning to use a different type of assessment on this module.
This year, we planning to use different type of module.
We would like people to write a case study describing an organization they know.
We would like people to organize a case study to describe
something, right?
Yeah.
And in this regard, as well as in other regards, this consideration is important.
And in this regard, and consider of the other regard, this sentence is important.
During that period, heavy industry grew rapidly in the north of the country.
During the last decade, business something.
Good. And I'll try one more. Electric cars are the future of transportation as they promise a cleaner environment.
Electric car is the transport of something.
All right, fantastic. So we found your memory limit. It's around the hard difficulty as well, which is fine for most people, right? Your overall memory is not too bad. The biggest weakness that I'm hearing is that your voice is much too weak and soft.
Yeah, I know.
So you're definitely not really projecting your voice. I imagine that if I'm sitting right next to you, I can probably hear you fine, right? But if I was, let's say, on the other side of the room, right, I'd be really struggling to hear what you're saying, right? Now,
Yes, I think so.
Now, the problem with this, if you've been in a PT test room before, you know that there's quite a lot of background noise happening.
I never been in a test before, so
Right.
I don't know what happened. Yeah.
Describe the environment as being kind of similar to a noisy Starbucks.
All right, because I don't know how my sounds like.
Right. So essentially, the reason why I know you've got a bit of a soft voice is because of two things, right? Firstly, because I can hear a lot of heavy breathing on your microphone.
Okay.
Ordinarily, part of that's probably just because your microphone might be a little bit too front and center, right? You can move it to the side.
Because I'm using a headset right now and I can't hear my voice.
Yes, that's right.
Is that right? Okay.
You can't hear your voice unless you record yourself and play it back.
Okay. Yeah.
I did that. That's one of the selling points of the mobile apps, which is they usually have a playback function, right?
Okay, that's good.
But what I'm trying to get at here is that you can't really tell if you're making these mistakes unless you record it back. But I can tell you there's quite a bit of breathing, right? Now, part of it's because your receiver is probably just a little bit too close to your mouth. You just have to move it slightly to the side. Okay, that's easy.
Okay.
But the other part is that your breathing essentially is normally quite soft anyway, right? So if I'm hearing a lot of loud breathing and a lot of loud like T and S and P sounds, it means your vowel sounds are too soft. Okay. Your A, E, I, O, U sounds a lot stronger, right? So just remember, it's very simple. All you have to do, right, is imagine that you're speaking to someone who's sitting far away on the opposite side of your room. Okay, so let's say you're speaking to a person who's about 4 or 5 meters away from you. You need to naturally raise your volume a little bit to make sure your voice carries that distance. All right, and you
Okay.
also just need
Yeah.
to open your mouth wider so that the sound can kind of escape very easily.
Yeah. But I'm really nervous right now, so I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, no problems, right? The nervousness will eventually go away.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. No worries.
Thank you, William.
Well done.